Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Joshua with A Ways Away. Thought I'd hit the live. As always, looking for followers, friends, etc., etc. I don't know if anybody has noticed this besides me. Sacha Baron Cohen, his new show. I'm a fan. Have been, will be, continue to be. I don't know if he attacked the wrong people at the wrong time, but it seems like, they're trying to attack him. As always, that's kind of what his thing is. He'll, do what he does for comical effect, and immediately people are, thinking of suing him, and, they're mad, or it was taken out of context, or they were tricked into something. He duped them. There's always some bullshit excuse. And, as I said in the last one that I had, where I said he did it again, because he did do it again. He made these guys look like fools, and and immediately, it wasn't even, it seemed like it was less than 24 hours that, this guy jumps on the air, is on CNN, saying, oh, well, he tricked me into coming there. He was going to give me an award for being friends with Israel because, I'm a good friend of Israel's and I do a lot of things for Israel and I'm so great. And, these guys, I don't know. They're so good at lying. And I feel like we're too stupid to realize that, we just keep electing these guys that just lie. Joe Walsh, that's who it was. Joe Walsh. Check out the video of him immediately after Sacha Baron Cohen's new show makes him. I'm sorry, he didn't make him look like an ass. Joe Walsh made himself look like an ass. And if he blames that he was pranked or he, was reading a prompter, hey man, sorry, that just shows your intelligence. I mean, if if you're in the middle of reading that, you don't just stop. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? If your claim is, because I'm a friend of Israel's and he was giving me some phony award to come and receive, and so I jump on an airplane and I fly out there, and seriously, you're that much of an idiot that you believe you didn't think to call any of the people that you were supposed friends with in Israel to check up on this, or none of your people, if you will, decided to call and find out. You did this willingly. You did this willingly, Joe Walsh, and you got your ass handed to you by him. He didn't make you do any of this. You did it all on your own ignorant ass self. And these guys, I don't know. They are professional liars is what they are. Professional liars. Who's the next one? When is the next person going to come up and say, apparently there's a lot of them. Apparently there is a lot of them that are so mad at what he made them do. He didn't make any of you do anything at all. Nothing. You guys he just showed how ignorant you are. That's what he's good at. He is good at showing how ignorant people are. I mean, come on. Hey, Sacha Baron Cohen, your characters are great, and I'm just a common kind of guy. You might catch me a little bit, because you're good at what you do, but I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to sit in a room and read from a teleprompter and read some ridiculous shit and then say to myself, that didn't seem right, and just fall for it. I'm not going to do that. Just not going to do it. And apparently, Mrs. Walsh has, Mr. Walsh has some friends. I'll just stick to Mrs. Walsh. The hell with it. He made him look like a little crybaby, little whiny little bitch. Anyway, he's got friends in the media. So, of course, he's going to call them and go, hey, I need some damage control here. And, and they're like, oh, no problem. Sure, we'll bring you on. You can say how bad he is to you and how you were tricked. And, I bet you he was reading from a prompter on CNN as well. I don't know. He's great. He's hilarious. I don't know. There's been many things that have happened recently that I've talked about, and this one just is the one that I keep going back to, I guess. And forgive the distraction and and just trying to think of something more to be able to remember. I'll just move on to something else, I guess, because I don't want to beat these guys up. I'm sure there's going to be more and more coming out about it. Let's see. There was I'm sure you guys heard about these firefighters that are battling spontaneous combustion of tortilla chips. Not once, but twice this has happened. So apparently this was today in Texas, where, twice in 1 week they've done this. And it was in Austin, I believe. Yeah, I think they responded to it sometime around the 12th, and then again today, I believe. Spontaneous tortilla chip combustion. That's a new one. I mean, I've heard of spontaneous human combustion. I remember, them trying to scare the hell out of us with TV shows like, what was that show? There was a show back in like the early 90s or early 80s. Was it A Current Affair? Made that sound whenever the little triangle would come into the... wow! It would be just in your face, and there was always this really bad narrating voice, that guy, talking about like spontaneous human combustion or aliens, Did you ever remember? Have you ever? It was just really bad. I can't even remember it anymore, so I wouldn't even be able to try to imitate it. But I think it was called A Current Affair or Current Affairs, something like that. I can't remember. But anyway, back to the spontaneous tortilla chip combustions. I've eaten some pretty hot sauces and some pretty good chips. But damn, if whoever's making those tortilla chips, I mean, as long as no firefighters were hurt, use that as your marketing campaign. Were they hot chips? If not, hey, here's an idea. Make hot chips. Just saying, because you can use that. And you'll make a lot of money doing that. And if you do that, I want to be your spokesman. I want to do your commercials, all right? Because, I mean, luckily no firefighters were hurt in the putting out of the fire of the spontaneous tortilla chip combustion. And how the hell do tortilla chips even catch fire? That's my question. So, I mean, I guess, what are they, corn? Flour? I mean, they're corn, I guess. And so, yeah, I mean, corn can catch fire. I've seen, corn stalks dried out, fields, so burning. Yeah, I mean, not fields. I've seen images of when I'm, popcorn, campfires. But really, tortilla chips can just spontaneously catch fire. So they're just like outside somewhere in a storage area at a warehouse. They're just inside of like boxes and containers and put on pallets and just ready to be shipped. And they just all of a sudden, pow, just start taking off, I guess, because of the heat, I would assume. So if that's true, then here's my next thought. Hey, tortilla chip company that has had 2 spontaneous tortilla chip combustion problems for the fire department in Texas. Texas is hot. I didn't know if you knew that. Maybe it's cheaper for you to be there. But if tortilla chips spontaneously combust in the heat, move. There's Alaska, there's, Minnesota, there's, Siberia. I tell you what, I got a great deal on some real estate that I could, got a great spot, huge. Matter of fact, it's not just acreage or it's a continent, it's Antarctica. Pretty sure you get a great deal there, and if the chips spontaneously combust there, they're just going to be like instantly put right back out. I'm pretty sure it'd probably keep them fresh. Shipping costs might be a bitch, though. That might be pretty damn expensive. But, hey, it's a give and take. It's an offset, if you will, right? You got to do something. You got to have a negative with the positive. But, hey, educate me, seriously. Chips spontaneously combust. Okay. I just keep hearing more and more new things that I just never knew existed. And I don't know. I remember the phrase, you learn something every day. I am a believer of that. I don't know if I'm going to retain this information. It's possible. But, yeah, if you guys aren't making hot chips, start, okay? I know there's a certain couple names you can't take, like Flaming Cheetos. That's already been taken. I don't know. Figure it out. And one of these big companies, I'm sure, are going to want you to, distribute the chips to them, if you will. So, kudos. I mean, that's good stuff. There's, I guess recently there's been this viral couch in Florida, roadside couch. Apparently it fell off of a truck or something one day, and to make a long story short, people started adding things to it. They added a little a table in front of you, if you will. Put your feet up on. There's some drapes. There's a TV there. Got a fake little animal inside of a cage. There's some side tables, and anyway. So today was the last day of that thing, but somebody apparently said they're going to relocate it somewhere else. The viral Florida couch, the virtual Florida living room, if you will. I've seen those all the time. I've always seen couches everywhere. I think this is the first one that's become viral, and people have used it to do good. They were collecting food in cans. They're giving it to the homeless, apparently. I don't know where they were dropping it off, at the local food banks or whatever, but apparently there was a lot of good happening out of this, which is great, That's awesome. But, of course, the city council, in that area, I believe it was in Myrtle Beach, Florida. Of course, the council, they get involved and, hey, this is an eyesore. Can't just leave that there. It's getting in the way. People are enjoying this. I mean, maybe they should have found a way to tax it. I'm sure they wouldn't have let it go then, charging $1 and some change to be able to just look at it. It's always got to be somebody that ruins the fun. It's been there for a couple weeks, if not months, and I don't know. It's always got to be somebody that just gets in the way of fun. That's fun. It's funny. People enjoyed it. They came out there. They smile, and they got to take it away. It's not fun anymore. Someone's got to take the fun away. There's just so many different things to be able to talk about. Here's something I'm looking at right this moment. I'm trying to figure out. It says, prankster cements head in microwave. Firefighters were seriously unimpressed, I mean. How in the world? This has got to be some good stuff once I get this here. There's stupid, then there's extremely stupid, and then there's cementing your head instead of a microwave. What did this guy do? 5 firefighters had to try to help get this guy's 22-year-old man. He's a YouTube prankster. Okay. So his friends poured several bags of fast-hardening product into an unplugged microwave to make a mold of his head, and of course his head. I mean, come on. Of course you're going to get stuck in cement, you fucking dumbass. Seriously, what did you think was going to happen? How old is this guy? 22, did I say? Unreal. I mean, that's what Joe Walsh did pretty much. And that's what happened to him, right? He went into a room where he was supposed to get some quote unquote fake award from Sasha on his new show. So yeah, he had a cemented head. Unreal. Unreal. Sorry, I'm looking at the photos and laughing. So yeah, okay. Let me go back to Sasha real quick, okay? Because I'm thinking about this more and more, and of course my mind is wandering from one spot to the next. Sorry, but you know what? I'm not supposed to apologize. I have to remind myself of that. I'm supposed to not apologize. So apparently he's under attack. And he's always under attack. And it's always that he's done something and he's bad. And so they ask the question, is he funny anymore? Is he even funny? Of course he is. He's hilarious. Every time he's on anything,